B-movies.
So you'll just work us to death?
We'll try!
Not those B-movies. These B-movies are pretty great. I mean, where else are you going to see a murderous twin living in a wicker basket for reasons best known to himself?
What's in the basket?
With an iconic grimy style and a stratospheric body count to boot, it's no surprise the B-movie aesthetic has worked its way into video games. Downloadable standalone Wolfenstein The Old Blood delights in giving BJ Blazkowicz his own B-movie to romp around in, but he's hardly the first.
So, in honour of The Old Blood, by the gods fear it, here are some of the most bonkers B-movie games out there.
Operation Overkill.
House of the Dead Overkill, or Typing of the Dead Overkill in this case, takes full advantage of the arcade-style on-rails level progression to make one of the schlockiest B-movie experiences gaming has ever seen. It comes complete with film grain, collectible posters, trailer-style voiceover, and dialogue so cringeworthy it makes me want to pull my own head off and bowl it at someone.
I figured we'd kill every motherfucker who stands in our way. For a change.
Hats off in particular to the Rude Word and Shakespearean add-on DLC. Nothing like mixing Elizabethan theatre with juvenile synonyms for penises.
Actually, come to think of it, Shakespeare's plays were packed with those.
Next up is one of my all-time favourite guilty pleasure games, Shadows of the Damned. While the sales figures, lack of a sequel, and, well, Metacritic rating may disagree, I honestly think Shadows of the Damned is brilliant. Styled as a road movie in much the same way as House of the Dead Overkill, it features sweary, tequila-swilling, demon-hunting anti-hero Garcia Hotspur on his quest to rescue his girlfriend from hell with the aid of his talking skull gun friend Johnson. Seriously, B-movies, what's with all the dick jokes?
Your bullets have no bite, no penetration.
Given Paula, the damsel in distress, spends most of the game wearing lingerie, Shadows of the Damned definitely isn't winning any awards for feminism. That said, I think it wields the B-movie framing just skillfully enough to get away with it. Probably.
Speaking of ladies and guns and B-movies, oh my, Wet is another B-movie great that maybe didn't get enough attention first time round, which is definitely the only reason Bethesda stuck with more profitable franchises like The Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Definitely.
Okay, so maybe Wet was a little clunky, but hey, it's pretty good as a B-movie.
The over-the-top gunplay of Wet, combined with a healthy set of quips, cartoonish bad guys, drinking, and hey, for some reason the protagonist lives in a junkyard, gave Wet just enough edge to take it from something completely run-of-the-mill to something mostly memorable, if not lauded. It's a great example of how the B-movie framing can prepare the player for a specific experience in the same way its silver screen counterpart does. Okay, it says you're not going to get high art or even a deep and meaningful story, but you're definitely in for an entertaining ride, even if it comes at the expense of the product itself.
That said, a B-movie framing does not automatically an enjoyable game make, as Ride to Hell Retribution so ably demonstrates.
Ride to Hell Retribution was... Look, I don't even need to explain this one, just watch. It's utter trash.
See? Awful. And I didn't even mention that sex scene. You have to take your trousers off first, numbnuts.
So there you go, B-movie games. They're much like their cinematic sistren. Sometimes great, for the most part vaguely enjoyable, occasionally utter garbage. Surely I've missed a good one though, like the time I talked about horses but didn't mention aggro from Shadow of the Colossus, so why don't you tell me how much of an idiot I am in the comments? My teachers always said I had too much self-esteem.
These demons are not very talkative.